I was recently reading the play Hamlet by Shakespeare, and a question popped into my head. And that question what inspired Shakespeare to come up with such a universal play with such universal themes, with such characters that are still to this day getting talked about? Now, well, to answer this question, I would like to break it down to four main parts. And my first part is, well, the European Renaissance. Well, this play came out in 1600s. It was first played in 1602, and back then the European Renaissance was at its peak. It started off 1400s in Italy, and it was just a cultural and artistic movement all throughout Europe, where artists and individuals just wanted to one up each other on how good they are in sculpting, painting, storytelling, and all that. And Shakespeare came up all the way to the top, obviously, because we're still discussing him. Now, I feel like what the Renaissance wanted was more emotional and more realistic storytelling, which meant that characters constantly faced difficulty in finding the truth about one another, whether it be their intentions, their true characters, or even their sanity. You see that, well, Hamlet loses his sanity, or is he even sane? We never know that. Now, my second part is, well, at the time, Shakespeare actually lost his father and his son. Now, I think that also molded him into creating the play Hamlet, and you could actually feel the emotions that Hamlet is going through, as he also lost his father. And that was great inspiration for him to just write down whatever came into his head, because he just recently went through something tragic just like Hamlet. Now, the third one was, well, the story of a brother killing another brother for power is pretty common. We see that in the Bible, actually, Cain and Abel, where God prefers another brother's sacrifice more than another, so they kill one another. And this is called fratricide, and it's pretty common. And we see this, and we believe that because obviously England at the time was a Christian nation, that Shakespeare could have taken references from the Bible to help mold his play and make it one of the greatest plays in history. Now, my fourth point is religion. Religion is a big deal in this play. We see that Hamlet's father, in his ghost form, is in the state of perjury. And back then, England was a Protestant nation, and perjury was actually more of a Roman Catholic value, that there's a state between heaven and earth where someone must purify their sins before entering heaven and looking at God. And this is where Hamlet's father was. But the thing was that Protestants didn't actually believe in this state, because they took away some of their Roman Catholic values and didn't really listen to the Pope in Italy at that time. So this might explain why Hamlet is hesitant to accept the ghost's claims that he's tormented until his life's crimes are purged away in that state of perjury. Which is kind of interesting to see Shakespeare bring other religions from other places into his stories to tell people of England, even though it's talking about people of Denmark. Very interesting storytelling by Shakespeare overall. Excellent. And that's it, and that's how I answer my question. Now it's up to you guys to tell me and give me some feedback, and comment below how you guys feel about this question and how you would tackle it down, because I did my best. Now it's time for you to do yours. Thank you. Bye bye.